Thank you for tuning into or watching the Choice, Change and Action podcast. My name is Simone Milasas and I am your host. Your choice creates your future. Every choice you make, action you take, you create a change for you and the world. Please enjoy this podcast. Don't take it too seriously. Don't take me too seriously. Don't trust me. Trust you. You are the one that knows what will work for you. And have way too much fun enjoying your choices. Okay, so here's a quickie overview of the podcast I recorded a few days ago. I sort of did the podcast and then I had to go to class. I was facilitating relationships done different with Dr. Dane here, which was phenomenal. And this podcast is just with me and it's about relaxation. And I did bring into it relaxation with money. It's just sort of what came up. So I hope you enjoy it. I also have a couple of things showing up that I'd love to invite you to as well. One is literally I'm doing 5 days of an energy pull on relaxation. So you'll get a taste of it in this podcast. And it's 5 days, it's $50 every day. I don't know, 10, 15, 20 minutes. We'll do like an energy pull and put our attention on relaxing with all the different areas of our life. And I know so many people think that relaxation is about being lazy. It's not. It's actually about receiving a lot more. So my suggestion would be give it a shot. The second thing I have coming up too in April, which I'm really excited about, it's based on my book, Getting Out of Debt Joyfully. And it's online only. And there's 5 classes and you have enough time in between all the classes to do some home play, because I don't think you should have a money problem. I've never thought you should have a money problem. So let's change it. Anyway, enjoy this podcast and enjoy you. Enjoy your life. Enjoy living. Anyone else just like happy? I'm so happy. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being in the world. Bye-bye. Good morning, everybody from Australia. And welcome to the Choice, Change and Action podcast. So interesting. I even noticed the energy that I am coming into this podcast is a little different because of the topic that I'd actually like to talk to you about. And I sort of nicknamed the year of 2024 the year of relaxation. You know, I've been working with Access Consciousness tools for about 22, 23 years. And one of the tools, which seems so friggin' simple, that Gary Douglas has been saying to me, Gary Douglas is the founder of Access Consciousness. He's been saying to me for years and years and years, relax, 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 relax. So when does he say this? Okay, so if I'm like, hey, you know what? I noticed this going on in the business, or I noticed this, or da-da-da. And he would go, relax. And I was always like, what do you mean? Do nothing? Like just do nothing? Like just sit back and pour a glass of wine and watch Netflix? Nothing wrong with that, by the way. Or what does he actually mean? And it took me a really long time to actually ask another question and delve into that. What is relaxation? And I'm not saying that I actually know what relaxation is. A few months ago, pretty much made the demand of myself and the request of the universe. And when I say request of the universe, I'm asking, you know, all of nature, all of the earth, it's like all of consciousness to contribute to me in showing me what relaxation actually is. One of the things I've noticed is how my body is very clear to show me when I'm not relaxing. I literally can feel like my organs start to tighten up. And it sort of has this like, not a frenzy, but just a tightness and I don't know, like you're holding your butt cheeks or something like that energy. And I'm like, okay, what I have been asking is, what is creating this? And it's like, what is creating this? But what am I choosing that is creating this? So it could be a situation. It could be around certain people. Like when you're around certain people, you start to clench up instead of actually choosing relaxation. So what I've noticed is relaxation opens the door to more receiving. It's like, what if we could receive by just being relaxed? What could you create and what could you generate? So I want to play with a few different energies here. And if we put our attention on some different topics, and there's a lot of topics that people have the same stuff show up. So let's use money as an example, because money is, well, let's face it, money is changing in the world. Like there are big changes with money and currency and how it's exchanged and, what is showing up. The other day, I wanted to get some cash out of the bank here, and the local bank that I have has shut down. So then you have to go to the post office, and the post office didn't have enough cash. I wanted to get $2,000 cash out, and then went to another bank and they could only give me $200. And I was like, what the fuck? I'm like, this is not the world I am choosing I'd like to live in, where they stipulate if I can take cash out. Like I have money in the bank that, as far as I'm concerned, is my money. I would like to take the cash out, right? So I noticed I had this like fuckers, like that energy, and this like, "Ugh." Okay, what is that going to create? What is that going to create? The thing that I see, my choice with that is it has a force, it has a resistance, it has a judgment, it has a pushing against something. Rather than if I was choosing relaxation with this, like even if you just look at this situation now, you go, okay, so this is what's showing up. What can I be that would allow this to change? What can I be that would allow something even greater to show up? Because also functioning from a point of view that you had before, like in the past, and creating a future based on your past, is that actually going to create a greater future? Or what else is possible? I do know that resistance never creates anything greater. But I also know just sitting back and having people walk all over you doesn't create anything greater. Now, if you look at the energy of being in relaxation and being in allowance, are there more possibilities available? So if you're in relaxation and you have no point of view, what else is available? What other possibility is available? And so one of the things I've started to do too is a lot of the local businesses here is I have paid cash. Like I get cash out and I pay cash at my local supermarket. I go to this great place, Network Kairos, called Spine of Life. If you're ever in Peregian Beach, you should go check them out. And I pay them cash. And they invited me to. They have this big sign on their register saying something about, loving to pay cash and receiving cash. And I was like, sure, you're asking for it. I'll pay you cash. So I've started to pay more people cash than I can. Now, what does that create? And it's not from resistance. It's just like, why not? Like, I love cash. It's like the whole exchange with cash, I think, can be a hell of a lot of fun. And I like that energy of it. So I'm going to keep being that energy with it. I know a lot of the times people go, oh, I'm just one person. I'm not making a difference. Yeah, you are. You actually are. Where you choose to spend your cash is what future you create. This is so funny. I did not think that I'd be talking about this cash in this call. It was about relaxation. But if you look at it's a great topic to look at relaxation. So again, let's look at the energy of money. Where are you at with money in your life? Where are you at with your point of view on cash or digital currency or banks, etc.? Oof. Notice there's a lot of energy that shows up with banks. So everything at that is in everywhere that you have not been allowing yourself to be in total relaxation with money, banks, currency flows, wealth creation, where you destroy and uncreate it. Right and wrong, good and bad, POC and POD all nine, shorts, boys, perverts and beyonds. What if nothing needs to be a problem? And you're never looking for a solution, but you are functioning from a relaxation into a possibility. So notice how when I talk about all these things like the institutions, etc., and it sort of has this energy of like, well, where do I go from here? What if we don't have an answer and we don't have a solution to that? But where do we go from here? We choose more of us. We stop pushing against something in order to have control, and we choose relaxation. So let's do a little something here. Now, I also have coming up, it's 5 days of relaxation energy pulls. If you don't know what an energy pull is, you're about to, be involved in one. That's what I'm going to do right now. But I also have a free energy pull on my YouTube channel on money and one on business. So we'll put that in the show notes and listen to that and see if something starts to change for you. Okay. So let's do a little bit of an energy pull on relaxation with money. Okay. So if you can, not if you're driving, if you want, shut your eyes. You don't have to shut your eyes, but if you desire to, I'm actually going to shut my eyes. So what I would like you to do is put your attention on money, on all the money you have or the money you don't have. And notice how you make it more significant with the money you don't have rather than the money that you do have, even if it's like $10 that you have. Okay. And first, I want you to put your hands on your body if you can. Again, if you're driving, maybe not. Put your hands on your body and just say hi to your body. Hey, body, I'm so sorry I haven't been relaxed about money. I know all you're asking for is to contribute to me, and I keep refusing. So I'm sorry about that. And I'm going to ask that we are in communion. And what if your body and you were in communion with money, with the creation of money, with the generative energy of money, with the request of money? And now you've got your body here, and I want you to expand out at least 100,000 kilometers. Oh, that was good. You guys, I always find it interesting that I'm doing this pre-record and I can perceive the energy, and you guys just went, boop, you went there. And if you didn't, don't worry about it. You probably did. And you can go even further out if you desire. In fact, you can go across the whole entire planet. Okay, so what relaxation can you be with money? What doors can you allow the universe to open? Yeah, the universe has your back. It actually desires to contribute to you and open doors. What possibilities have you been refusing by forcing and pushing against rather than relaxation and receiving? And everything at that is times a godzillion where you're just trying to uncreate it. Right and wrong, good and bad, pock and pot, all nine shorts, boys, provids and beyonds. So with that energy of relaxation, and everywhere that you've decided relaxation is just being lazy, it's not. It's actually being incredibly generative, and it's not slow. It can be moving molecules faster than you've ever moved before. Because from relaxation, you have what I call spherical awareness. It's not just the awareness of what's in front of you, it's the awareness of what is all around you, like all around you. In the earth, up in the sky, to the left, to the right, in front, behind. It's the awareness of the past, it's the awareness of the future. It's the awareness of the choice you make today, the action you make today, you take today, creates your future. What future are you asking for? So as you choose this energy and just indulge in the relaxation with money, notice how there's these little it's like there's spikes, little porcupine spikes that show up. Are they real? Or are they invented problems? Are they even yours? Or are they all of the invented problems that you've chosen that have been projected at you from your family, friends, your country, culture, politics, government, any institutions, and everything at that is times a godzillion where you destroy and uncreate it. Right and wrong, good and bad, pock and pot, all nine shorts, boys, provids and beyonds. So just put your attention on them. Notice how they started to change. Put your attention on them and just lower them, melt them, whatever it is for you. You can sometimes I sort of get that energetic sense of just putting my hands on them and just going, no, and like squashing them. Like a sandcastle on the beach. Just the sandcastle exists, that porcupine spike exists, and then boop, squash it. Could be that. It could be like butter melting in a pan. It just melts away. It doesn't actually exist. The only reason that all of those porcupine spikes, exist, the judgments exist, the limitations, all of that is because you are allowing it to exist. Okay. So even more, reach out even further. And I love the rain is just starting here really heavy. That's a really great way to clear energy too. Just have this rain, like this torrentious rain, just be like, weather is amazing. And allow it to seep into every single molecule of your body. What relaxation can you and your body be today? Just that question. Ask that question every single day. What relaxation can you and your body be with money today? Notice as you take a big breath, what relaxation can you and your body be with all of your bank accounts and your bills today? Yeah, I said bills. What if it was a joy to pay a bill? What if you were grateful the next time you pay your telephone bill? Because you're like, damn, I get to use my telephone. How'd I get so lucky? And everything that brought up, where you destroy and uncreate it, right and wrong, good and bad, pock and pot all nine shorts, boys, perverts, and beyonds. What are you making more real with money that if you didn't make it real, you would allow yourself to be in total relaxation and open doors? Open doors to possibilities you have not yet been willing to receive. Putting that one foot in front of the other. One foot, bring the other foot forward, another one, another one, another one. Keep leaning into the possibilities. Because from relaxation, you'll ask for something. Relaxation, you ask for something. If it shows up, it shows up. If it doesn't show up, it doesn't show up. Maybe it's going to show up at a later date. Maybe there's going to be a different space available from you even asking a question and leaning into a possibility with money, with wealth creation, all of that and more. Stop buying the bullshit. Stop buying the judgments. Stop buying the limitations as real. Stop looking for a solution and a result and start being in question and from that relaxation. So again, what relaxation can you and your body be today? What relaxation can you and your body be with money today? And everything it doesn't allow you to perceive, know, be, and receive the energy of relaxation, not freak out, the energy of relaxation where you destroy and uncreate it. Right and wrong, good and bad, pock and pot all nine, shorts, boys, perverts, and beyonds. Do you get there is so much more available for you? Gary Douglas, the founder of Access, once said, if everybody in Access, all the staff would relax, we would increase 75%. Everyone sort of went, yeah, okay, I'm relaxed, including me. I would go, like Dane here, who I work with, is amazing. And he once said to me, Simone, you go like 90 miles an hour. He said, you go 90 miles an hour. Most people are going 60 miles an hour. And then you go down to 82 miles an hour and go, see, I relaxed. And I was like, oh my God, you're so right. And then he also described this energy, which was really cool because I needed to hear this in a different way. And he said, even if you picture like walking across a road, he said, you sort of walk across a road like there's like, I'm walking across the road, there's a force to it. There's a force. I'm getting here. I'm doing this. I'm creating this. I'm demanding this. I'm blah, 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 this whole energy. What if you just floated across the road? I was like, what? So I've been playing with that energy and playing with that energy of like going into a big mall, a big supermarket, a big shopping center, and not going, right, I've got to go here, I've got to go here, I've got to go here, because everybody else is doing that. So quantum entanglements, like that's what happens. Science says quantum entanglements, you start to go, oh, everyone else is doing this force. Everyone else is pushing against. Oh, that's what I'll choose. No, what if you stopped? What if you didn't choose that? What if you chose something different? What if you floated through the supermarket? Now, if you look at the energy of that and you're just like floating through your day, just indulge. Is there more showing up or less showing up? What do you get? Don't trust me, trust you. You are the one that knows, okay? You are the one that knows what works for you. For me, I know that more shows up. I can't define it. I can't control it. God damn it. It's like, but I can receive it. Like even today, I am facilitating a class called Relationships Done Different with Dane. We are co-facilitating. It's in Noosa. By the time this comes out, the class would have been completed. But I'm doing this class, and years ago, I would have been all like, oh, my organs again would have been like clenched for a few different reasons. One, facilitating the actual class. Two, facilitating with Dane. Three, everybody that's paying to come along, and all of those things that go with that. The presumptive realities that I have of what it is to be facilitating relationships done different, presumptive realities of facilitating with Dane, the presumptive realities of everybody coming along. So when you have a presumptive reality of whatever that judgment is, then you must react in a certain way. And how I have chosen to react previously is like into this, like, it's sort of like an anxiety energy, an anxiety with a force and a pushing against rather than a receiving. Notice how when I talk about it, you go, I know exactly what you're talking about. But now I'm noticing it's like from choosing really, like it's like a muscle, okay? It's like going to the gym. It's like, okay, you're going to work this muscle of relaxation. I have been working this muscle of relaxation. And from relaxation, I notice there's a calmness in my world. And for me, facilitating, there's a calmness in my world. I can actually have so much more available for me, for everybody choosing to come to the class. You hear more, you hear the whispers. Like consciousness is just there, it's all around you, you know? It's like a really humid day. And if you're in Australia, you know what I'm talking about. A really humid day where it's like the air is thick. Consciousness is there. It has your back. You are way more aware than you think you are. But if you're trying to force something into play, are you receiving more or are you receiving less? And how many of you have decided if you can just control everything, you'd have everything? What if that is one of the biggest lies you've ever been told? And everything at that is times a godzillion where you destroy and uncreate it. Right and wrong, good and bad, pock and pot, all nine shorts, boys, perverts, and beyonds. So what is relaxation for you? What if you indulged in relaxation? What else is possible? What else is like truly, 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 truly possible? So play with this, listen to this again if you desire. And I would also love to invite you to the relaxation series I have, 5 days, $50, 5 days. And we're going to do a whole lot of energy pulls on different topics on relationships, bodies, money, business, lots of things. So enjoy. Thank you for being here. Don't forget you can subscribe. You can go to YouTube, check us out on YouTube, etc. Subscribe, get all the notes, all of that sort of stuff. So again, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Relax into today, relax into tomorrow, relax into your life, and just live. Well, did you like this podcast? Love it? Hate it? Inspired by it? Can you do me a favor? Can you please write a comment, share it, like it? If you are listening on Spotify or Apple, could you tick a few stars for us? Leave a review. It's all such a contribution, and I am immensely grateful. Follow us on Instagram at Choice, Change and Action, and drop into our DMs and let us know what you would like next. When you subscribe to the show notes, you will receive a brief summary and any questions or tools we used and links to anything we discussed during the show. It might make your life easier. What if we asked for that? A life of ease, joy, and glory.